everybody, what's up? So I get a lot of people at home telling me that they're super jealous of my traveler life. They're jealous that I actually got up and moved. And they say that they really want to be able to move, but that they just have too many things tying them down, this or that. And the truth is, anybody can travel at any time during their life if they make it a priority and figure it out. You can figure it out no matter what your situation is, basically. And so I decided I was gonna make a video not about like tips about traveling, because I'll make that video later on, but this is more of a warning as to things that you're going to encounter being a traveler. Now, as a traveler, you've learned through trial and error how to pack. You've learned what means something to you and what does not. The more you travel, or the longer you travel, the more you realize that the stuff that you're carrying on your back, you hate. You're just like, I don't need this. This is weighing me down. Just take it. Take it, Thailand. Take it. I don't need all of this. At first, when you started traveling, you overpacked. Everybody does it. I sure did it. I am still carrying around a couple of suitcases, one of which I will be sending back to Canada. The more you travel, the more you pack lighter and lighter, and then by the end of it, you're just like, okay, I have an entire backpack that can hold 60 liters of liquid, and yet I have 2 shirts, a pair of shorts, and a swimsuit, and I'm gonna make this work for like 2 weeks. That's the kind of life you end up living, and you aren't grossed out by anybody else who like flips their underwear inside out or whatever you need to do. Another thing that a lot of us go through is that we have friends at home that message us and they're like, when are you free to Skype? And you're just like, well, the time difference is 8 hours or 15 hours or 19 hours. So let's just figure out a good time and we'll see if you wake up. When you're a traveler, it is so hard to get a job and keep a job. In Australia, I have been, no, I shouldn't talk about that story. There's a story that I'll probably mention at some point during my channel. I am at my 2nd and 3rd jobs here in Melbourne. A lot of people, when they're traveling, are seen by employers as totally expendable. You're listed as a casual worker. You might get like a full-time position, but you are required by law to change employers every 6 months to prevent you from getting promoted so that you can't stay in the country. So even if you have a job that you like seriously are good at and like, but the employer is in no position to sponsor you and pay thousands of dollars for you to stay in the country and stay with them for 2 or 3 years, then you must quit and apply somewhere else, no matter how much you like the job. When you are a traveler, all you need is money to just keep traveling. It's like once you're bitten by the bug, you just move around and you never look back. In fact, there are so many travelers that I meet where I'm like, how long's your visa? And they're like, oh, you know, it's 1 year. And then I say, are you gonna do your farm work and extend it? And they say, yes or no, I'm going to move after this to Guatemala or what have you. It's just like people from home always ask you, when are you coming home? I miss you. But once you're traveling, it's really easy to just be like, I don't need to live a normal life. That is the thing that will happen to you. If you start traveling, you might think that you're coming home in a year or 6 months. It probably won't happen. No matter how much money you have, whether you're working all the time or you have like $40, if you're a traveler, you're gonna like through trial and error just learn how to make it work, because you can't just go home to your parents. You don't have a flight back. You don't have pretty much any support except for friends that you meet along the way that might help you out, or strangers that are willing to lend a helping hand. And really, to get back onto the backpack matter, I mean, I've now spent 2 Christmases, like I'm about to spend my 2nd Christmas away from home. And when people ask me like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, dude, I don't need anything that's gonna fill up the amount of things that I'm carrying. I just need money to keep traveling. Like, it's so not in the spirit of Christmas to ask for money, but honestly, that is the only helpful thing that I could possibly get. You also learn how to drink on a budget here in Australia. Instead of like right now, I'm drinking wine because I work like whatever. I don't need to tell you why I'm drinking wine. But when you're a traveler, you don't have a glass like this. You have a bag of Goon inside a box and you just drink it. Goon is the cheapest. It's like a $6 or $4 container of really bad wine that you get drunk off of and you have the worst hangover the next day. You just learn to do so many things on a budget and you don't give a damn. It's like all of your priorities change. And for that matter, actually, I could literally talk about this all day. It's always really weird. I've talked to so many people who have returned home a year later, a year and a half later, 2 years later, and they're like, this is really weird because everybody is exactly the same as when I left and I have significantly changed, and these people are still doing the same thing on the weekends with the same people from high school. When you choose to embark on a traveler type of lifestyle, there are just so many things that you realize are just totally unimportant. Life is way too short to be stuck doing something that you're not wanting to do. What kind of a life is that? The travelers that I meet are like, yeah, man, I'm just f***ing happy with this backpack on my back. There's like an apple and some crackers in there and some underwear and a plane ticket, and I'm just gonna go figure it out, even though I know no one in the next country that I'm going to. And that is it for this week's video. I promise you guys, like, I'm about to embark on like so many cool adventures, but I will try my hardest to put up a video every actual Thursday because I do really like to film videos. It's just that I work so much. Like, I work like 13 hours a day every day, and then I get like one day off and I'm like, I don't want to film today. Anyway, if you can deal with that, then I hope you like this video. I did so well for this entire year. This was my New Year's resolution, was to put up a video every week for the entire year, and up until October I did it every week. So I hope you guys still really like this video. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you all next Thursday. Like, legit, I will. Okay, bye.